Of course your name is not Lingmo, nor do you control the zombies, but our protagonist is called that and he does control the zombies. And it is that before the day of reckoning, the special power within our Lingmo was awakened. He then realized that he could control the zombies. Due to his power, he was able to walk safely through the crowd of zombies, and eventually reunited with his beloved girlfriend Lion, but only to find out that she had already been transformed into a zombie. To help her recover her memories, Lingmo began surviving her on the day of reckoning. Would you now like to know how its history began? Well, in the first chapter of this manga we can see how our protagonist's city is infected with zombies, which were a kind of monsters that only thought of killing the survivors of such a city. Therefore, the survivors had no choice but to hide in the corners of the city like rats, struggling to survive. But, in one scene, there was a particular zombie who was walking towards a supermarket with a rake in his hand. As soon as he entered, he literally began to make a market. He took several things from there, and as he was going to leave, a voice in his head made him wait and have several more drinks. Once done, the zombie came out. There we realized that the one who was controlling it was none other than our expert zombie controller, Mo. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, was the one who was drinking the drink with that zombie next to him, thinking that apparently he had made a mistake. Great process compared to the days before, as he could finally control the zombies at will. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, was a random student. He has black eyes, feminine features, and short black hair. 2 weeks ago, the appearance of a new type of virus turned too many people into zombies, and as we already know, these were some kind of sick and crazy monsters that only killed. There, how the survivors hid like cockroaches in order to live. After doomsday came, our expert zombie controller, Mo, realized that he could control zombies. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, could establish a connection between himself and any zombie. To our expert zombie controller, Mo, a zombie was just like any thoughtless puppet, and he could control it through such a connection. At first, for our expert zombie handler, Mo, the experiments were very chaotic. Zombies often escaped the control of our expert zombie handler, Mo, even midway through putting him in life-threatening situations multiple times. With the increasing numbers of attempts, our expert zombie handler Mo came to acquire some techniques. That was what helped him keep control of the zombie puppet of him, but only at a certain distance. But now, with the skills he had, our expert zombie controller, Mo, thought that he could already go to the safe area. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, was nowhere near finding his girl, so he got up and let his pet zombie know that they were going back to the temporary residence to spend the night there, and the next morning they were going to start their search. Now, in the next chapter we can see how our expert zombie controller, Mo, dreams that he is woken up by his cell phone. Even so, our expert zombie controller, Mo, took his cell phone to answer the incoming call. And as soon as he did, Lion's voice jumped out of the speakers asking him why he was still in bed if it was already noon. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, got excited, so he jumped out of bed. Before our expert zombie controller, Mo, could say anything, Lion let him know that she just got on a bus, plus she had bought some things to cook something tasty for our expert zombie controller, Mo. That made our expert zombie handler, Mo, blush. He told her that everything she was doing was very nice of her. Also, doubly blushing, our expert zombie handler, Mo, let her know that he had always wanted to ask him something. But as soon as he was about to do so, Lion accepted his proposal without even allowing our expert zombie controller, Mo, to finish saying it. She told him that she was always going to do whatever our expert zombie handler, Mo, wanted. When our expert zombie controller, Mo, finally told Lion that he liked everything about her, Lion let out a yell followed by warning our expert zombie controller, Mo, to run away. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, got desperate, and that's when he woke up scared. That dream had been the day that catastrophe happened. But even so, without much thought, our expert zombie controller, Mo, left that shelter. As soon as he did, his puppet zombie attacked him. But thanks to our expert zombie handler, Mo had thought of everything. He had him chained up. The zombies got out of his control when our expert zombie handler, Mo, got too relaxed, so when they arrived at the shelter at night, our expert zombie handler, Mo, had him chained up. Still, not to waste any more time, our expert zombie controller, Mo, quickly made the connection between himself and the zombie, managing to control it perfectly. Done that, He threw the keys to his chains to tell him to free himself since it was time to go. Outside in the city, our expert zombie controller, Mo, is thinking that Elian's house was just across the street, but there were too many zombies, so he thinks that it would be impossible and dangerous to cross the street. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, and his pet zombie tried to get around the sides, but the zombies noticed, so they went after them. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, and his pet puppet managed to evade them by hiding behind a car. Then two unknown boys started yelling for help. Those zombies, upon hearing their screams, ran towards them and ate them alive. Our expert zombie handler Mo came to see them, but he didn't help them at all. He himself says that he doesn't know why he didn't feel pity inside his heart when watching those people being eaten alive by zombies, but he wonders why he instead felt pleasure when seeing that scene. He assumes it's because of the mental connection he had between his pet puppet and him, and that was what had influenced his personality. Moments later, he made it very clear that he didn't care since he had to use that special power anyway, and if he didn't, he would never be able to find Elian. He then sent his pet puppet to look for her Elian. He basically sent him to check the nearby street, telling him that since her house was too close to her, he couldn't have gone far on her own. The pet puppet of our expert zombie handler, Mo, infiltrated the crowd but still couldn't find it, so our expert zombie handler, Mo, guides him to a wrecked bus because he remembered that every time Elian was going to our expert zombie handler's house, Mo was taking the 618 bus, which happened to be that wrecked bus. Quickly, our expert zombie controller, Mo, scared, sent him to check such a bus. As he entered, the pet puppet was able to observe a girl killing the remaining survivors on such a bus, but to the surprise of our expert zombie controller Mo, when the girl sensed someone's presence and pounced on our pet puppet, expert zombie handler Mo, he realizes that it was Elian. Without thinking, Elian pierced his claws into the body of our expert zombie handler Mo's pet puppet, leaving him badly injured. As our expert zombie controller, Mo, sensed that this girl was his girlfriend, he immediately ordered the pet puppet to hold her for a bit. As the pet puppet did that, our expert zombie controller, Mo, could sense how Elian had apparently been zombified. That's when our expert zombie controller Mo thought that if she killed her pet puppet, Elian might run away. So our expert zombie controller Mo had to think of something quick to do since it had taken a long time for him to find Elian, so he was not going to let all his efforts go to waste. That's when she got the spotlight on her. As our expert zombie controller, Mo could try to control her, but the first thing she had to do was feel her spirit. That done, sensing the resisting spirit of Elian, our expert zombie controller, Mo, was surprised as it was the first time he had encountered such a case. That meant that Elian had to have mutated, thus gaining some consciousness. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, thought there was a slim chance of bringing her back to normal if she regained consciousness of her. Still, even with the odds of her not turning back to our expert zombie handler, Mo wasn't going to give up on her, because if she hadn't gone for him, she wouldn't have turned into a zombie. Killing our expert zombie handler Mo's pet puppet, Elian resisted even more. But our expert zombie handler Mo didn't give up, so he quickly threw a special thread at her with which he managed to stabilize her. Having accomplished his task, our expert zombie handler, Mo, asks Elian to come back to him. But still exhausted from the spiritual connection, our expert zombie handler, Mo, felt that Elian wanted something that was in the brain of our expert zombie handler Mo's pet puppet. Our expert zombie handler Mo, sensing that she wanted that, with a smile he allowed her. So Elian took out a gel from the head of our handler's pet puppet zombie expert, Mo, and ate it. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, could feel that he and she were getting stronger after Elian ate that gel. But, to our inner bliss, in the next chapter our expert zombie handler Mo was finally reunited with Elian. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, came over to hug her, telling her that she had suffered a lot, but promising that he would find a cure to make her human. Unfortunately, for our expert zombie controller, Mo, at that moment the spiritual connection weakened, causing Elian to attack him. She almost killed him, but our expert zombie handler Mo managed to stop her just in time. After our expert zombie controller Mo managed to stabilize his power in Elian, they go to find clothes for Elian. But when our expert zombie controller Mo reached the mall, he saw that there were several zombie monsters walking around. What our expert zombie controller Mo didn't expect was that Elian wanted to kill them all to get the gel they had in her brain. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, thought that gel was beneficial for her, so he prepared to fight himself. Surprisingly, Elian went ahead and killed one of the zombies, but our expert zombie handler Mo was not far behind either. While he thought that if he didn't improve her strength, it wouldn't be long before Elian got out of control of her, He launched a big kick at a zombie near her, joining the fight. The two of them made combined attacks. While our expert zombie controller, Mo, killed them with his knife, Lion killed them with his claws. Finishing their fight, Lion ate the gels and became stronger. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, upon seeing that scene, thought that if Lion failed to kill him, it would be like looking for a needle in the ocean to even look for it again in that big city. He also thought that those gels seemed to bring them amazing functions that were far beyond his imagination, since even after Lion absorbed them into the body of our expert zombie controller, Mo felt recovered. But the most important thing was that even while they were fighting against those zombies, our expert zombie controller, Mo, did not feel fear at all. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, thought that Lion's debauchery was also influencing him. Even so, after the big fight and a lot of thinking from our expert zombie handler, Mo and Lion went into the mall to change. They came to a store with quite a few very pretty dresses, but having chosen the dress for Lion, our expert zombie controller, Mo, thought too, blushing that he had to choose the underwear for her as well. Luckily, in that store there was also, already in the bathroom of that mall, our expert zombie controller, Mo, very timidly began to take off Lion's dress. While our expert zombie handler was doing that, Mo wondered if he would still be considered human if he took advantage of her at that time. But, to our disappointment, in the next chapter we can see how Lion was sitting on a sofa, already dressed. There our expert zombie handler, Mo, is very relieved for her. Plus it seemed that the gels she had eaten the day before had some effect on the spiritual connection they both had, since it hadn't been broken even when our handler zombie expert, Mo, was sleeping. They were in a shelter so that both of them could rest. But when our expert zombie handler Mo was stroking Lion's hair, her stomach rumbled, causing her and our expert zombie handler Mo to go out to kill Lion. Dozens of zombies in the center of the city. Lion ate all the gels, however, once in her stomach, something strange had happened to her as she felt so weak that she collapsed in the arms of our expert zombie handler, Mo. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, took her to a nearby house so that she could recover again. As Lion, our expert zombie controller, was sleeping, Mo made sure to watch her. At that, our expert zombie controller, Mo, could feel the awesome power that was changing both of them imperceptibly. That's when our expert zombie controller, Mo, thought that it was very dangerous as Lion had been getting out of control several times. Thus our expert zombie controller, Mo, had to stay alert to prevent such things from happening. They would happen again. Already, the next day, our expert zombie controller, Mo, noticed that his girlfriend's eyes had changed color. Plus, he could also feel that she was more energetic than the day before. He was surprised to notice that the mutation that had occurred in her body was more like a type of evolution. That meant that Lion evolved by eating other zombies. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, had to be careful with that, as he could get out of control of him much faster than he thought. Even so, our expert zombie controller, Mo, bathed Lion again, thinking that at least, with her change, no one would be able to see her as a zombie. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, planned to take her to the mountains to hide her from the catastrophes that invaded the city. But if she did that, Lion might starve, so our expert zombie controller, Mo, decided that only in crowded cities of zombies they could evolve together, therefore, they stayed there. After thinking that, our expert zombie controller, Mo, took food, water, flashlight, and a weapon to go kill zombies, but his weapon was only a household knife that had low durability, so he thought that if he went with that knife, possibly the dead be him. Moments later, our expert zombie controller, Mo, remembered that a friend's family named Wang Ring made knives, so it was decided that they both went to her friend's factory in search of some good knives. They went out and, in a building in the next scene, there is Wang Ring and a friend watching the area. They, in the distance, could see two people entering the knife shop. Their Wang Ring quickly mentioned that our expert zombie controller, Mo, looks familiar to him, so his friend let him know that they should warn them that that shop was full of zombies. Wang Ring sarcastically mentioned that there is no way to warn them because if they yelled it would only attract more zombies. There, his friend mentioned what she would do if she took his dagger, which Wang Ring replied that how our expert zombie controller, Mo, an ordinary boy, would find such a dagger since it was hidden in a secret place, and thanks to that he never found it. They would be able to find. His friend, realizing it, let him know that she was right. He further added that it would be amazing if our expert zombie controller Mo and Lion got out of that store alive. Wang Ring, watching as they entered, let his friend know that fate decided absolutely everything, so if any incident occurred, They could only say that they were very unlucky. Meanwhile, our expert zombie controller, Mo and Elian, were in the store looking for weapons. They both approached a door, and while our expert zombie handler, Mo, was trying to open it, a zombie's arm came out. Quickly, our expert zombie controller, Mo, cut off his arm, in addition to kicking him several times against the door. As a final blow, he tried to stab him in the head, but the zombie reacted and with a kick sent him flying. Elian got behind the zombie and pierced its body with his claws, but the mutated zombie was very resistant, so he counterattacked Elian. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, seeing that the zombie's back was turned, jumped on him and stabbed him in the head. Seeing that the zombie was dead, Elian quickly went for the brain gel to eat it, but our expert zombie controller Mo stopped her because the color of the gel was much brighter than normal zombies due to it containing a high concentration of virus. Our expert zombie controller Mo needed to find a place to rest because if Elian ate that gel, she would collapse again, making it impossible for our expert zombie controller Mo to move for a while. Thus, our expert zombie controller, Mo, set out to find weapons first. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, started going through everything, and when he found a katana, he let it be known that the weapon seemed to be of very good quality. But as he walked by, he let it be known that the Wang's knife shop did deserve its reputation already, that each of those weapons would sell for thousands of yuan in the market. He touched a floorboard and felt that it was unstable. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, bent down to check it out, and there he found a chest containing 2 daggers, as well as a greatsword. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, then took those weapons to say that they were carefully hidden and must be very valuable. Thus he would take them. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, put them in his bag and let Elian know that they were good to go as they found the jackpot. Once outside, Wang Ring saw our expert zombie handler Mo coming out with the daggers and started yelling that those daggers were hers. She let it be known that she had forged those daggers herself, and that is why she had come this far to be able to recover them. Wang Ring annoyed. She prepared to go after them, but her friend let her know that they killed a mutated zombie, so they shouldn't be normal people. She also mentioned that if they go after them, they might kill them. Wang Ring was furious, but she still calmed down. There her friend asked her to forget that dagger, and, as our expert zombie controller, Mo, had already taken it, she suggested that they go to her cousin's house to check if any of her relatives had survived. Wang Ring let him know that he expected all of them to be 20 feet underground. But later, when they were leaving, he said that this family had mastered his grandfather's techniques, so they weren't all that bad at making knives. So they agreed to take a look. His friend, relieved to have changed her mind, began to walk outside, but Wang Ring, before leaving, made it very clear that he expected our expert zombie handler, Mo, to die for stealing his favorite dagger with which he had it took more than 6 months to make. Later, in the next scene, we can see how our expert zombie handler, Mo, was in his shelter, spraying disinfectant to avoid attracting zombies, as that was effective in areas where there were very few zombies. After doing that, he went in to see his girlfriend. He took out the glowing gel from her jacket and fed it to Elian. While she ate that gel, our expert zombie controller, Mo, felt a great pain in her heart and she fainted. Hours later, upon regaining consciousness, our expert zombie controller Mo noticed that Elian had escaped. Immediately, without much thought, he made her spirit connection with her and realized that in addition to her going down to the 2nd floor, her spirit power had become even stronger. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, went after her, and when he got there he could see that Elian was standing in front of a window. She barely moved on her own, although she wasn't battling. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, seeing a great glow on her, thought she had recovered and ran to hug her. As soon as she did, our expert zombie handler Mo realized that she was still a zombie. But even so, our expert zombie handler Mo was glad because with each passing day Elian would at least show some emotional expression, and now it was beginning to move on its own. Hearing hundreds of zombies, our expert zombie controller, Mo, and Elian went out to the center of the city to kill those monsters and get gels to continue Elian's evolution. Since apparently Elian's evolution, it was not only helping her, but also reflecting her deeper side of her instinct widely. While Elian was killing zombies, our expert zombie controller, Mo, mentioned that in his girlfriend's eyes, zombies were insignificant creatures that should be killed, as when she killed them, she did so cleanly without any empathy. Moments later, our expert zombie handler, Mo, wondered how his girlfriend would react when she meets normal people, even though he could stop her from attacking them with her power. Even so, our expert zombie handler Mo thought he might kill them all, but after a while, 2 survivors started screaming for help. They found themselves cornered by several zombies, but before our expert zombie handler Mo could even intervene, a girl had a sword and cut a zombie in half, plus she managed to injure several. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, thought, upon seeing the girl, that she was not a normal person, as she was not only skilled in combat, but also not afraid of zombies at all. Plus she had a kind of confidence reflected in her body, since if she were an ordinary girl, she would already be scared and trembling. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, kept thinking that she might also be a person with a special power like him. Therefore it would be a problem to meet with that girl, since he was with Lion at that time. Therefore so he decided not to intrude. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, was tagged, but as they walked they were spotted by the other surviving boy, who yelled for him to help them. The zombies, hearing the boy's scream, went to attack our expert zombie controller Mo and his girlfriend. Before our expert zombie handler Mo's girlfriend attacked, our expert zombie handler Mo asked her not to, because if that girl really was a person with some special power, maybe she could notice the peculiarity of Lion. So our expert zombie handler Mo had to kill all those zombies on her own. In the next chapter we can see how Shauna, the mysterious girl, told her partner to stop screaming because it would attract more zombies. Her partner pointed out that our expert zombie handler, Mo, could help them, to which Shauna, curious, turned to see our expert zombie handler, Mo. On the other hand, our expert zombie controller, Mo, was killing multiple zombies very easily because his spiritual power had improved. Also thanks to that, our expert zombie controller, Mo, could control 3 zombies at the same time. He could control those zombies while he was killing them, as long as there weren't too many zombies around him. Shauna's partner, seeing our expert zombie handler, Mo, let Shauna know that he was amazing. Shauna, serious, told her that it was none of her business, to which her partner replied that they had someone to help them anyway. Saying that, he ran off to our expert zombie handler, Mo, for help. As they ran, Shauna's partner grabbed our expert zombie handler Mo by the hand and led him, along with Lion and Shauna, to a safe area. The boy, whose name was Liu Yuhao, thanked our expert zombie handler Mo for the help, then said that Lion was a very amazing girl, just like her Shauna. Shauna, upon hearing that, was very angry and told her to stop making up nonsense, since she didn't belong to anyone. Yuhao let her know that she needed to calm down, and once Shauna did, she looked at our expert zombie handler, Mo, telling her that they were lucky they helped them then, thus offering them to take a break instead. Shelter, as they had enough beers. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, didn't want to because he still had things to do. Yuhao tried to convince him, but our expert zombie handler Mo didn't agree and left. As our expert zombie handler Mo walks away, Shauna, seeing that he had a dagger, lunged at him to take it away, but our expert zombie handler Mo quickly dodged it. There Yuhao asked Shauna what she was trying to do. But Shauna got up and immediately asked our expert zombie controller Mo where he got that dagger. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, told her that this was none of her business, to which Shauna, changing her tone of voice to a more polite one, asked her again where she got that dagger and if she could tell her the place. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, changed his mind a bit, so he told him that he got that dagger from a very famous knife shop. Shauna quickly asked if she had been to the Wang's knife shop, to which our expert zombie handler, Mo, asked her how she had found out. Shauna didn't want to answer, but she couldn't stop looking at the dagger. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, a bit awkward, asked her to stop looking at him because his girlfriend might get jealous, which Shauna didn't care about, so she approached Lion and noticed that her face he was very pale. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, in order to hide that Lion was a zombie, let Shauna know that Lion was sick, also told her that she was mute, since Lion was about to rip her head off. What if had it not been for the power of our expert zombie controller, Mo, Shauna would have been decapitated in the blink of an eye. Shauna, on the other hand, was a bit touched as Lion, to her, was quite beautiful. Even so, Shauna told them both that they had to go take a break, so she took them to her shelter to rest. Saying that, everyone arrived at a large building. Upon entering, while Shauna was knocking on the door for them to open, her partner let our expert zombie handler Mo and his girlfriend know that even though the place was very small and there wasn't much space, everything was very clean. When they finally opened the door, a girl greeted them. She seemed very happy to see Shauna again. When they all entered, there were several students who did not receive them well because they thought they were a burden. The only one who half talked and asked about things was the same girl who had received them. Even so, Shauna's partner told our expert zombie handler, Mo, that he didn't know her name yet and they had known each other for a while. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, introduced himself and introduced Lion as his girlfriend. The classmate let all his classmates know the name of our expert zombie handler Mo. He further said that our expert zombie handler Mo had helped them too much, so they decided to invite him and his girlfriend to eat with them. One of the roommates sarcastically replied to Yuhao that if Shauna was with him, as our expert zombie controller, Mo could have helped them. Another of the boys also seconded the first one, saying yes with Shauna for what or why would they need help from our expert zombie handler, Mo. One of the girls was the one who said not to talk so horrible about our expert zombie handler, Mo, since they had only gone to eat with them that one time. The blonde boy with a bad attitude told everyone that our expert zombie handler Mo only wanted free food and she was justifying it. To which Yuhao interrupted him by saying that he was not there and that our expert zombie handler Mo, it was pretty good because if it hadn't been for him they wouldn't have been able to get out alive. The bad attitude blonde boy cut him off as well, letting him know to stop acting like a jerk as the food was barely enough for everyone, but Yuhao kept bringing more strangers into the house. Yuhao asked Shauna to defend him, but Shauna was looking at our expert zombie handler Mo with a smile. On the other hand, our expert zombie controller, Mo, was thinking that even if Shauna's attitude had softened a bit towards him, she still remembered that he scolded her. But even though all the classmates were making fun of him, our expert controller of zombies, Mo, had no intention of fighting with those kinds of people who only know how to enjoy and exclude strangers. So after finishing his thought, our expert zombie controller, Mo, let it be known that he had no interest in receiving free food. While Shauna and Yuhao gaped at what he just said, the blonde boy with a bad attitude let our expert zombie handler Mo know that he was too arrogant person, and he didn't understand how our expert zombie handler Mo with an attitude like that he could bring a girl to that place. Furthermore, he blurted out that he could even feed her. At that moment our expert zombie handler, Mo, turned to him, and holding his shirt let him know that he was even lucky that someone wanted him only to give him food. Besides, how dare he be treated like a boss? Saying that, our expert zombie handler Mo grabbed him and slapped him. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, let him know that this was called a slap concession. He added that if he said any more words that made him angry, he was going to give him another. That's where Shauna tried to calm him down by letting him know that she had already hit him. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, slapped him again, telling Shauna that this was different. Shauna, hearing this, asked the bad-tempered blonde boy, who was called Lu Xin, to apologize to our expert zombie controller, Mo, since it was his fault for provoking him. Lu Xin, hearing that, thought that he had said all that to save the food. However, no one was intervening when he was being beaten up, so he blurted out the apology and our expert zombie controller, Mo, finally caught up with him. Released, Yuhao rushed out next to our expert zombie handler Mo with his hands a bit full of food, and told our expert zombie handler Mo that he was sorry as he had never imagined something like this could have happened. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, asked Yuhao who were those people who only depended on him and Shauna to find food. Yuhao replied that they were all classmates from the same boarding school, plus Lu Xin was from a very rich family, so her temperament had always been like this. Yuhao also told our expert zombie controller, Mo, that he didn't have to pay attention to her. Besides, as he had observed, Shauna was the most powerful among them, so he originally expected them to join them. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, walking towards the exit, let Yuhao know that he wasn't interested as he didn't have time to feed leeches like them. As our expert zombie handler Mo walks out, Shauna grabbed his hand and asked him to stay as it was going to get dark soon. She offered them to stay overnight, plus she let him know that even if our expert zombie handler, Mo, could last the night, Lion couldn't. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, let him know that they were going to find a place on their own in the city to rest. Shauna, not knowing what else to do, took him by the hand asking him not to leave her, which our expert zombie controller, Mo, told her what she needed. Shauna told her that she needs her help for something, but our expert zombie handler, Mo, told her that she refused. Annoyed, Shauna let him know that she hadn't even told her what she needed his help for. Our expert zombie handler Mo told Shauna to please let him go, to which she replied that they were all survivors and our expert zombie handler Mo had some amazing abilities, so she didn't understand why he was not willing to help. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, clarified that if that help was related to those garbage he had as friends, he was not going to help at all. That was her choice for wanting to feed them and he wasn't going to say anything to change her mind. However, if she wanted our expert zombie handler Mo to help her feed them, then her answer was never in the life of her. Shauna, taking advantage of that, asked him if that meant that he could help her if the thing was that they would get rid of them, to which our expert zombie controller, Mo, quickly told him that he hadn't said that. There Shauna told him that they were students from the 3rd high school in X City, so when they escaped from there, some students stayed in the school. Shauna was going to pick them up after finding a place to hide them all, but when she got back there, it was impossible to get close. All she wanted was for our expert zombie handler, Mo, to help her get into the school. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, tells her that he won't do it for free, so Shauna recognized her cousin's dagger and assumed it was stolen by him, so she allowed her to keep it as an advance reward. There, some of Shauna's friends, being scared, don't want to go back to school, but she wants to go back because she promised to save them. Several of their friends got motivated and wanted to go with them, but our expert zombie controller, Mo, objected because they would only be a hindrance, and they also only wanted to follow them because they were afraid of being left alone. In the end, Shauna convinced our expert zombie handler, Mo, to take them, after which they all went to rest to be ready for the next day. Shauna brings Elian to sleep with her, but our expert zombie handler Mo doesn't trust her, so she makes a spirit connection with Elian to feel and see what they are doing. Inside the room, Shauna lunged at Elian trying to take off her clothes, but Elian stopped her. There, Shauna thought that she was shy. But at midnight, Elian grabbed Shauna's hands and began to undo the buttons of her shirt. Shauna, very embarrassed, immediately covered herself up, letting her know that Elian, or well our expert zombie controller, Mo, didn't have to do that again since she wouldn't be naughty again. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, thought that Shauna was too young to flirt with him, but he smiled nonetheless. Seconds later, our expert zombie controller, Mo, ordered Elian to go to bed, which Shauna liked. But when she turned around, she could see that two of her companions were watching her, so she told them. He yelled for them to go to bed. Once in it, Shauna thought that Elian actually seemed to be an outgoing girl. But it would be much better if she could smile more, since her beauty and smile together would look great. She initially thought that our expert zombie handler Mo had forced Elian to be with him, however. After she had heard our expert zombie handler Mo tell her that Elian couldn't speak, she realized that our expert zombie handler, Mo, was not a complete scum of life. He told Elian to sleep since tomorrow morning they would be going to 3rd high school anyway. He also let her know that she was grateful to her and our expert zombie handler, Mo, to Ella, for helping her on that mission. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, on the other hand, hearing all this, began to think that ordinary people could barely survive on their own. But Shauna, that little girl, shouldered the responsibility of feeding so many people on her own. Then she reproached herself for having thought such stupidity, since she did it because she wanted to, and she fell asleep. The next day, Shauna and her friends were getting ready to go to school, but one of them, well, more like Luzian, found himself angry at our expert zombie handler Mo for beating him up and swore revenge. Even so, each of the students grabbed a knife and left. As they were walking, they came across a zombie, but Shauna and our expert zombie handler, Mo, easily took down the zombie. Unfortunately for the students, a zombie appeared out of nowhere and grabbed a boy. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, killed the zombie and tried to help the boy, but he was already more than dead. Everyone was shocked by what had just happened. There, Shauna took the reins of the group and asked them to continue. As they continued walking, they came to a street full of zombies. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, put together a plan to cross the street. There he told everyone to hide until he gave the order to run to the other side. Then he goes to a cell phone store. When he got there, several zombies jumped on him, but our expert zombie controller, Mo, controlled them with the spirit connection. When our expert zombie controller had them in his possession, Mo hung up several cell phones, after which he sent them to an empty building. While they were running, our expert zombie handler, Mo, played loud music. There the zombies on the street, when they hear the music, go after them. At that moment, Shauna and her friends took advantage of the distraction and ran away. But when crossing the street, a zombie noticed and jumped off a building, drawing the attention of all the zombies. Immediately, all those zombies went after Shauna and her friends, but they entered a building. Unfortunately for all of them, upon entering they found more zombies. Shauna and our expert zombie handler, Mo, put up a hard fight. One of the girls collapsed in the middle of the fight, but she didn't give up and kept fighting. More zombies started coming down from the 2nd floor and killed several boys. Elian was going to help them, so with a big jump she killed the zombies. Most of Shauna's friends had disappeared, so she prepared to go looking for them, but she was stopped by our expert zombie handler, Mo, who told her that all of them were dead. Shauna felt guilty about the death of her friends, but our expert zombie handler, Mo, approached her and tried to calm her down. Out of nowhere, 2 boys started fighting, but Shauna stops them and Yuhao hit them for trying to kill each other. Then they all went on their way. There they entered a supermarket and then divided up. A group goes in search of food, while our expert zombie handler, Mo, explores. As our expert zombie controller Mo was walking with Elian, he sensed that someone was watching them. At that moment Elian was craving something, so she ran towards a dark place. When our expert zombie handler arrived, she and Mo saw a mutated zombie killing one of Shauna's teammates. But as soon as the zombie looked at our expert zombie handler, Mo the boy ran for his life. That's when our expert zombie controller Mo released Elian from his spirit connection. Elian, without his control, activated his killing intent and quickly pounced on the zombie, being able to pierce his back. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, tried to control the zombie from the other side, but failed. After a while, our expert zombie controller, Mo, evolved his spirit power and finally managed to control the zombie. Having him in his possession, he ordered Elian to kill him. She, without waiting for another order, hits the zombie with a big jump and took the gel out of its brain, causing instant death. Moments later, Shauna and Yuhao arrive to find other of their friends about to die. Shauna, seeing that they are injured by the zombies, decided to execute them so that they would not be a threat to them. There, seconds later, Yuhao appeared, who took Shauna to a secluded place to tell her that the sarcastic boy who our expert zombie handler, Mo, had beaten up, was injured, and that his wound was the same color as a zombie's. The two of them decided to leave him in the supermarket with food and water, telling him that if he was still alive and had not transformed until they came back for him, they would take him back to the shelter. The boy was very angry and vowed to take revenge on them, especially our expert zombie handler Mo. Shauna and the group continued on their way, and when our expert zombie handler arrived at the school, Mo ended his cooperation and decided to leave on his own. There, Shauna thanked him for the help and they parted ways. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, likewise entered the school looking for mutated zombies, and as they walked, Elian's eyes changed color. Elian, when she sensed it, she quickly ran towards an elevator, but our expert zombie controller, Mo, managed to stop her, moments later grabbing a rock and throwing it at the elevator button. It opened, letting out a mutated zombie. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, immediately attacked him, but the zombie stopped him. Elian tried to attack him from behind, but the zombie managed to dodge and quickly pounced on our expert zombie handler Mo, disposing of our expert zombie handler Mo's sword. There, our expert zombie handler Mo found himself helpless. The zombie was preparing to kill him, but just at that moment Elian cut off the zombie's arm. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, and Elian made combo attacks, seizing the opportunity, and thus managed to cut off his head. Moments later, Elian took out the gel from the zombie's brain and handed it over to our expert zombie handler, Mo. Even so, they continued throughout the school killing zombies and taking out gels. Already having many gels, they decided to rest a bit, but quickly Elian sensed that a mutated zombie was nearby. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, leaned on Elian to get up, but with a wrong move he ended up seeing his breasts. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, thought that this was not the time for such thoughts, so he got back up and told Elian that they were going to check the other buildings since they were there anyway. Therefore, they had to get as many green gels as they could. In the next chapter, in the schoolyard is the boy that Shauna had left behind, transformed into a zombie looking for his former friends to kill them. Meanwhile, Shauna and her friends went to their classroom in search of survivors. Upon arrival, they knocked on the door and their teacher came out. Then they entered and saw a heartbreaking scene. The survivors had killed several companions to eat them. Shauna, very angry, kicked her teacher to fly. She also mentioned that she was not going to help them because they have done something inhuman. The very angry teacher ordered her students to kill her, so they all went after her. Shauna drew her sword and began to cut off their heads. They, very scared, began to run, but Shauna caught them and killed them all. The professor begged for her life, but Shauna didn't listen and cut off her head. After that, a zombie appeared and killed two of his friends. Shauna quickly killed the zombie and they left. Her happiness didn't last long because the boy Shauna had left behind was at the window, watching them. He lunged at Shauna, then kicked her, dragging her across the yard. Yuhao tried to help but to no avail. The boy just took Shauna away and told those who were left to bring our expert zombie handler, Mo, to the staff room in an hour. But if he didn't show up, he would kill Shauna. Yuhao began to scream helplessly, making the zombies upon hearing his screams rush towards him. His friend and he ran to a room, and when they were sure they began to argue. But the zombies realized they were there and began to enter the room. Yuhao and his friend threw tables to defend themselves, but the zombies got closer and closer, so they thought their end had come. But just at that moment our expert zombie controller Mo appeared. Our expert zombie controller Mo there killed the zombies and saved them. Yuhao and his partner, in the next chapter, immediately told our expert zombie handler, Mo, that Shauna had been kidnapped by the boy they had left behind. Furthermore, they told him that she had become a mutated zombie. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, was willing to help and headed with everyone to the staff room. As they went, they came across a herd of zombies eating a survivor. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, noticed that none of the zombies were mutated, so he killed them very easily. Arriving at the hall, everyone saw the boy they had left behind with a great thirst for revenge. The Yu-Hao boy wanted to help in the fight, but our expert zombie handler Mo stopped him and told him to stay out, then explained that the boy was no match for him. Saying that, our expert zombie controller Mo attacked him first and hit him in the shoulder. The boy tried to counterattack him, but our expert zombie handler Mo cut off his arm, then asked him where Shauna was, but he didn't answer. Our expert zombie handler Mo lost his temper and then cut off his head. After that, they all start looking for their friend, but when they find Shauna, they see that she was injured by the boy, and that she was infected. Shauna, realizing that, took a knife and tried to kill herself, but she was stopped by Elian. Shauna asked them to leave before she turned into a zombie. Even so, she transformed, and then our expert zombie handler Mo approached her and asked for the gels from the dead zombies, but Elian stopped her. There, our expert zombie controller Mo told Yu-Hao and his friend to get out. They listened to him, and our expert zombie handler Mo being alone, Shauna calmed down a bit, but she started to collapse again. Our expert zombie handler Mo gave her another gel, causing Shauna to pass out. Then one of her friends came in and told her that the zombies were coming towards them. Our expert zombie controller Mo and his friends ran away. Later, at the shelter, Shauna got up and began to attack, but was stopped by Elian, who had her subdued on the bed. Meanwhile, our expert zombie controller, Mo, was trying to make a spiritual connection with her. When he succeeded, he entered Shauna's mental space and saw that there were two consciousnesses colliding, integrating with each other, making it difficult for him to make the connection. Spirit to our expert zombie handler, Mo. After several hours, our expert zombie controller Mo managed to establish the connection and managed to control Shauna and Elian at the same time. Yu-Hao, entering the room and seeing that Shauna seemed normal, went to hug her, but she hit him, almost killing him. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, managed to stop her. Moments later, Shauna, Elian and he were alone in a room, so while our expert zombie handler Mo was trying to make Shauna aware of her, he succeeded by showing her her sword. There, Shauna recognized her weapon and took it from our expert zombie handler, Mo. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, thought that she hadn't completely lost her consciousness yet. Even so, our expert zombie handler, Mo, tried to take the sword from her, but Shauna kicked him and told him that she wouldn't give him her weapon. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, was very surprised to see that Shauna could still talk, but after a long night, what they do is go to rest. The next day, everyone heard a lot of noise in the street, so they saw a group of survivors fighting with the zombies without fear of dying. Losing, they entered the building where our expert zombie controller, Mo, and his friends were. The survivors were cornered and were dying one by one. Our expert zombie controller Mo, seeing that, ordered Elian and Shauna to jump out of the window and kill the zombies on the ground. They, upon reaching the ground, killed all the zombies using their claws. Meanwhile, our expert zombie handler Mo and his friends tied a rope and slithered down on it. Being on the ground, they ran in search of a shelter. As they were running, they came across several zombies, but they were easily killed. One of the survivors noticed them and went to help them, but our expert zombie handler Mo and his friends had already killed all the zombies. The survivor, after that, gave them water and invited them to his camp. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, and his friends agreed and left. Upon arrival, they observed that the camp was very well organized. There, the leader of the survivors began to inform a girl about the profit and loss of her operation. After finishing registering, he takes them to meet the camp leader, but on the way they meet Wang Ring. Their Ring was the one who recognized his cousin Shauna and let her know that he thought she was already dead. Moments later, he sees our expert zombie controller, Mo, and began to wonder where he had seen him. Then, it was agreed that our expert zombie handler, Mo, was the one who had entered his store and taken his dagger. Wang Ring then asked him to return it, but our expert zombie handler Mo didn't want to. Our expert zombie handler Mo lets her know that he had risked her life to get it, but Wang Ring started yelling out of anger. Then came the boss named Song, who apparently also knew our expert zombie handler Mo. Wang Ring tried to hit our expert zombie handler Mo, but he stopped her and then told her next time he'll do it. If he tried to hit, he was going to beat him up. A little intimidated, she left the room. After she left, the head of the camp asked everyone to join the camp, but our expert zombie controller Mo didn't agree. But he still mentioned that his friends were very strong and willing to join. One of his friends agreed, as did Yu-Hao, who had been the one who had taken the longest to think about it. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, said goodbye to them and left with Shauna and Elian. While they were walking in the hallway, Yuhao stopped our expert zombie handler, Mo, and asked him to take care of Shauna and never leave her. He then tells her that when he gets stronger he will go find them. Our expert zombie controller, Mo Beats, was a bit touched, but still wished him luck. As our expert zombie handler Mo finally got out of there, he began to think that he didn't think he'd ever meet him again. But as long as he could live with any hope in that world, things would turn out much better than he thought. On the other hand, Wang Ring was watching our expert zombie controller, Mo, come out of that building thinking that their fight was not over yet as she was going to retrieve her dagger. She was thinking all this with a smile, but by the time Song arrived her smile faded. Song asked her if she had done anything to our poor zombie handler Mo, to which she replied that it was none of his business. Switching to the scene, we can see Elian taking down a bunch of hungry zombies while our expert zombie handler Mo and Shauna were hiding behind a wall. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, reassured Shauna, letting her know that Elian was more than capable of getting rid of all those monsters. But, while our expert zombie controller, Mo, was telling him that, he was thinking that he really cared about Shauna since she was like a complete madman at that time. If our expert zombie handler Mo lost his grip on her, things could end very badly for everyone. After Elian finished off all the zombies, our expert zombie controller, Mo, ordered them to go to the building above. Once there, they entered a room and both sat on the furniture. There, our expert zombie controller Mo felt that Elian couldn't stand her hunger anymore since she hadn't eaten in days. Thus our expert zombie controller Mo decided it was the perfect time to give her something to eat. When our expert zombie controller, Mo, finished taking a look, making sure that everything was safe, he took out the bag of gels that he had in his jacket, only to be surprised seconds later that the two gels that were there were merging. In the next chapter we can see how our expert zombie controller, Mo, was ridiculously surprised by that, and was wondering what had happened to them since that fusion was bigger than the gels he had in his bag and the volume is much smaller than they should be. At that moment, Shauna also got up and pointed her sword at our expert zombie handler, Mo, letting him know that he wanted a gel as well. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, figured it had already been 2 gels in 48 hours for her, so if she kept up like this, things were going to pick up a pace that he didn't want them to. Shauna, seeing that our expert zombie handler Mo was not advancing with the gels, tried to break free of our expert zombie handler Mo's control so she could grab them herself, which surprised our expert zombie handler very much. Mo therefore split those gels in half. One gave it to Shauna. She, eating it, began to release a powerful spiritual wave making our expert zombie controller, Mo, feel worse, but she thought that she had to calm her down or else she would run away from her. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, grabbed his arm and didn't understand how it was possible that his body was red but his body temperature was too low. Leaving those thoughts for later, our expert zombie handler Mo grabbed Shauna very close. But before he could even kiss her, she passed out. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, was happy for that to happen because if he had gone on like this for a few more minutes, she would have been freed from his control. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, still laid her down on the sofa, thinking that the color of her eyes was red just moments ago. But, when he opened them while she was passed out, they were still that way. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, wondered what was wrong with her since she had saved many lives in that catastrophe. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, still thought that was quite an unfortunate thing since Shauna had ended up like this because of someone she had saved herself. The other gel in his hand, we can see how our expert zombie handler, Mo, gives it to Elian. Our expert zombie controller Mo took the blame as well, because if it wasn't for him, Elian might not have ended up as a zombie. Even so, our expert zombie handler, Mo, shook his head at him since it was quite useless to think of such a thing. He rather thought about how his spiritual power had evolved after Elian had eaten those gels, but he also remembered that the process had been quite painful. As soon as Elian eats that gel, our expert zombie controller Mo's thoughts were quickly cut off as she had also released a large killing spirit wave that tried to manipulate the eyes of our expert zombie controller Mo. The eyes of our expert zombie controller Mo began to change color and he turned into a zombie. But having a bit of a conscience, he went to Elian and kissed her. By making physical contact with her, our expert zombie controller, Mo, managed to stabilize her mind and recovered. But she instantly thought that she had committed something crazy since by making contact with her saliva she could become more infected. So she decided to get away from them for a few minutes. Seeing that our expert zombie handler Mo didn't feel any change, he came back. He was also happy, thinking that they could kiss whenever they wanted. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, wanted to know that he had improved Elion's power so much. After eating the fused gel, our expert zombie handler, Mo, immediately started throwing various coins in different directions. Elion managed to catch them without any difficulty, so our expert zombie controller, Mo, said that his speed had improved a lot. Unfortunately for our expert zombie handler, Mo, while training with Elion, accidentally touches. Well, he touches Shauna's breasts. She immediately let him know that he was a pervert, so our expert zombie handler, Mo, quickly took his hands off her, causing her to turn into a zombie, losing control of her. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, without knowing what to do, touched her breasts again and managed to calm her down. Then our expert zombie handler, Mo, mentioned that every time she turned into a zombie, he would touch her breasts to calm her down. Already being very tired, he sat down next to them and began to drink beer. After a while he felt dizzy, so he went out for air. Walking out, he saw a mutated zombie girl, killing several zombies. He easily tore them apart and ate them, but in the end a zombie evolved and with a bite to the neck it killed the girl. The evolved zombie began to kill everyone who was in its way. That's when Shauna felt a great power and wanted to kill that zombie, but our expert zombie controller, Mo, stopped her and sent Elion in her place. With a great jump, she injured him from behind, managing to capture him so that our expert zombie controller, Mo, could investigate his evolution. By having him tied up, our expert zombie controller, Mo, began to open his head. There she could see that in her brain the zombie had a strange network that covered her entire brain. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, took a bit of that and began to analyze it. Then he mentioned that this net had the same color and smell as the gels that his girls ate. Finishing his analysis, he ordered them both to throw the zombie out of the window. But when they did, Elion and Shauna were stained with blood. They then went to the mall with our expert zombie handler Mo in search of clothes. When they got there were several zombies who were trying to kill them. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, paralyzed them with his power, then Shauna and Elion pounced on them and killed them. After that, everyone entered the mall. Finding the clothing store, our expert zombie controller Mo changed his girlfriend's clothes. Now, Shauna, having a bit of a conscience, went to change by herself, but our expert zombie handler, Mo, didn't like the dress she was wearing and took her to change again. Our expert zombie handler Mo then made her put on a very sexy dress. Once ready, our expert zombie handler, Mo, was complimented on her good taste, so they got out of there. As they were leaving they saw that someone was following them, so they cautiously approached to see who they were. And there our expert zombie controller, Mo, realizes that it was Wang Ring and his friends who were going to steal the dagger from him. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, and his girls ran to hide in a building, but Wang Ring was hot on their heels. Seeing that, our expert zombie controller Mo made a spirit connection with various zombies and ordered them to capture Wang Ring's friends. She was walking alone, and suddenly a zombie appeared. The zombie started to hit her, but she tried to escape from it. Unfortunately for her, she was captured. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, having her in her power, ordered her pet puppets to spank her, after which one of the zombies tried to kiss her. Wang Ring, very scared, began to scream and there she fainted. She, upon regaining consciousness, sees our expert zombie controller, Mo, and asks him where the monsters that were harassing her were. Our expert zombie controller, Mo, let her know that she had already killed them, also mentioning that she will keep her dagger as a thank you for saving her life. Wang Ring agreed and started looking for her knife. When she saw that our expert zombie controller, Mo, had it, she jumped on him but couldn't take it off, so she later looked at Shauna and started insulting her. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, got angry and slapped her, telling her that if she wasn't Shauna's cousin she would have already killed her. After that, our expert zombie handler, Mo, asked her how she managed to find it. Wang Ring told our expert zombie handler Mo that she had a superpower called interaction, that she could track anyone just by touching them. Then she asks our expert zombie handler Mo to release her, but our handler zombie expert, Mo, does so on the condition that this would be the last time she escapes unscathed. Wang Ring, before leaving, gave Shauna a jade earring which was a memento of her grandfather. Shauna recognized her cousin and was confused. Our expert zombie handler, Ella Mo, approached her and tried to calm her down. Then Shauna took our expert zombie handler, Ella Mo, by her cheeks and kissed him. Upon making physical contact with her, our expert zombie handler, Mo, felt her power rise, so she said that she had 2 female zombies who had the ability to give them power. Later, while our expert zombie controller, Mo, was eating, he remembered that she had Wang Ring's knife and gives it to Elion to fight with it. The next day, they went to a building in search of gels. When they got there, a zombie attacked Shauna and had her subjected to the ground. trying to bite her, but Shauna managed to shake him off by kicking him in the face. Moments later they arrive at her expert zombie handler, Mo, and Elian to help her. Elian tried to attack that zombie from behind, but the zombie dodged her. Our expert zombie handler, Mo, mentioned at that mutated zombie had supernatural powers since he was able to dodge and attack like a human being. Shauna and Elian made combo attacks, but the zombie managed to stop them. Immediately our expert zombie handler, Mosi, cast on her to make the spirit connection, but her spirit power is inferior to that zombie's, so she failed to make the connection. That zombie grabbed at her expert zombie handler, Mo, and hit him to the ground. Now, our expert zombie handler, Mohe, grabbed her by the neck and began to hit her face several times. That zombie grabbed the hands off her expert zombie controller, Mo, and prepared to bite him. But at that moment Shauna and Elian appeared from behind and cut off his arms. After that, our expert zombie handler, Mo, gave her a kick that sent her flying. Shauna then ran after her and cut her throat, also took out the gel. The zombies from the street, hearing noises, entered the building and went after her expert zombie handler, moaned his girls, but they managed to escape by jumping out the window. Later, in his shelter, Elian was bandaging the wounds. Our expert zombie handler, Moby the end, our expert zombie handler, Mo, put on his shirt and removed the gel from that zombie with supernatural powers. He broke it in half and fed them to them.